Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be covering all 4 main classes in Star Wars Battlefront 2, showing you the best builds, star cards and weapons for them. If you enjoy the video, please like, subscribe and comment down below for more videos like this. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this.
I'm in it for the money. I expect to get well paid.
Whether you're storming the front lines or flanking enemy positions, the Assault class in Star Wars Battlefront 2 is your go-to for high mobility and lethal efficiency. In this video we're breaking down the best star cards and weapons to dominate the battlefront. Let's jump right into it. When it comes to primary weapons for the Assault class, here are some top picks for raw performance and consistency. The A280 blaster rifle. It has high accuracy and low recoil. Its damage is 35 at close range to 20 at long range. It's great for players who engage in mid-range or somewhat long range more often. Ideal for maps with longer sight lines and like Kamino or Naboo. Note that this is a burst fire rifle. I'm personally not very good with the burst fire weapons, but I know a lot of people are, and if you're accurate and consistent, this gun is a menace. Next up we have the CR2. It has an extremely fast fire rate of 900 rounds per minute. It has lower damage per shot, around 16, but excels at close range combat, so kind of makes up the difference. Great for tight maps like the Death Star 2 or Jabba's Palace. It's pretty good on some areas of Kamino too. Try to avoid long sight lines. Use corners to outflank because you're not going to be doing much at range with this gun. Next up is the E11D. This is for more tactical players. It's actually one of my favourite blasters. Great for hip fire accuracy. Has a slow rate of fire but deals a lot more damage per shot. So if you're accurate, then it's pretty good. Great for objective control modes like Supremacy or Extraction, which is pretty much what I'm playing most of the time when I'm the Assault anyway, is Supremacy. And last but most definitely not least is the default blaster rifle. It'll be the top one of the list. Depending on what faction you have selected, it will change the name of the blaster, but for me it would be the 𝗔𝗍15A. But yeah, this is by far my favourite. I don't know why I get along with this gun so well, because statistically it's pretty much the same as the E11D without attachments, but for some reason I seem to perform better with this gun. But yeah, I absolutely love the default blaster. But again, it's totally up to you. With the Assault, pretty much all the blasters are pretty good. It just depends on your playstyle. Now let's talk about star cards. These are the bread and butter of enhancing your playstyle. Here are the top 3 picks for dominating the Assault class. So first up we have Toughen Up. Activates faster health regeneration when triggered. Why use it? It's perfect for brawlers, helps you survive engagements and keeps pushing without needing cover. Stats are epic, so when the star card is purple you'll get 100% faster regen delay and 50% faster regen rate. It's best for frontline fighters, close range engagements, so that's perfect for the Assault class. That's pretty much what you're going to be doing all the time. So if you're about to die or you're taking damage, activate Toughen Up and your health regen is going to constantly be going up, so it keeps you in the fight for longer. Next up we have Assault Training. Gain a small amount of health back for each defeated enemy. Health on elimination is 40. Now this card pretty much does what it says on the tin. It's going to help keep you alive longer. So every time you kill somebody you're going to get 40 health. So if you're outnumbered, yeah, it's going to help you win more of those like 1v2, 1v3 situations. Or just keep you alive long enough so you can use Toughen Up. Just try this card out, trust me, it is really good. So next up we have Bodyguard. Take reduced damage when at critical health. Damage reduction 45%. Now this card's pretty good at keeping you alive because obviously you've already got a health regen card with Toughen Up. So this card is actually just good just to help you if you're at that very low health and you haven't quite got Toughen Up yet. It will keep you alive. You could either swap this out for Survivalist or Improved Thermal Detonator, but personally I would either swap it out probably just for Survivalist. Now this card blocks 45% of all incoming damage when you're at low health, so it's pretty good. Originally the card would only do explosive damage back in the day when Battlefront first came out, but now it does all damage, so it's actually a pretty good card. Now I have one final bonus star card, which is Survivalist. Your health regeneration delay is shorter than normal, regen delay reduction 40%. Now this card can be used and swapped out with Bodyguard. I mean, both of them are pretty good. It just depends on if you're a bit more aggressive or a bit more, reserved. But yeah, you can use this card instead if you would like. It'll just help your health regen when you don't have Toughen Up available. Please note that some other star cards will be better depending on the situation. For example, if you're holding down a hallway on 𝗃𝗵𝗴𝗵 on one of the ship phases, then you might want to use the acid launcher or something like that, or the scan dart. But this is the typical best class setup that you can have when you're playing 99% of the time.
You're the chosen one.
Let's start with the blaster. My top choice for the heavy class is the 𝗃𝗵𝗃 by far. This blaster is a beast at medium to long range, with solid damage output and controllable recoil. When equipped with the explosive shot modification, it becomes especially powerful in crowded areas. The explosive rounds deal splash damage, making it great for clearing objectives and controlling choke points. Pair that with your reduced recoil mod and you've got a weapon that is much easier to handle during extended fire, especially in suppressing enemies from a distance. The 𝗃𝗵𝗃 has a relatively slow rate of fire at 180 rounds per minute, but that does not mean that this is a weak gun. It's anything but. Damage per shot is 35 base damage, explosive shot damage is 25 to 30 with splash effect. Effective range is excellent at medium range with decent accuracy over distance. Trust me, this loadout melts enemy troopers and can chip away at heroes if you keep your distance. It's also good for things like hitting enemies that are just around a corner. You can shoot the floor and use the splash damage to hurt them. Or if you have an enemy heavy player that has a personal shield up, it won't work and you can still damage them through it. It's also important to note that this gun has incredible hip fire accuracy, so don't be afraid to fire from the hip at your enemies. Now, for whatever reason you decide that you don't like the 𝗃𝗵𝗃, then other good options are the T21 and the TL50. The TL50 excels at close range, especially on maps like Death Star, 𝗂𝗵𝗵𝗆 and Camino, while the T21 excels at long range, being single shot unless you put the burst modification on, and is incredibly powerful if you hit headshots. If you're accurate with the T21, it can be a beast. Personally, I would stay away from the 𝗃𝗵𝗵𝗆. I don't think that gun's really worth your while. It does have ion shot, which is quite good against vehicles, but that's pretty much all it has going for it. The DC-15, the default blaster, is also pretty useless when you have the DC-15LE, which is basically just the same gun with better modifications. So yeah, depending on your playstyle, I'd either go with the DC-15LE, the T21 or the TL50. Now let's talk star cards, which really define how you play the heavy. First up we have Bounty Hunter. This card boosts the number of battle points you earn, meaning faster access to reinforcements, vehicles and heroes. It's a must if you're playing objective focused modes like Galactic Assault or Galactic Supremacy. This card does exactly what it says on the tin. It literally just gives you more battle points for every single thing that you do, whether that's killing an enemy, getting an assist, capturing an objective, or even dying, you get more battle points. And if you're going for the heroes, vehicles and reinforcements, this is the perfect card to help you get there. Next up we have Survivalist. An underrated powerhouse, this card speeds up your health regeneration delay. In chaotic firefights where you're taking constant damage, this can help you bounce back and stay in the fight much longer. And as the heavy trooper has one of the slowest health regens anyway, this card just helps solve that issue, and health regen delay should never be a problem. Next up we have the Mobile Sentry. This one turns your sentry into a faster, more mobile death machine. It lets you fire on the move and still deal solid damage, making it perfect for aggressive pushes or defending an objective while on the go. Another good thing to note about any of the Sentry star cards, whether that's Explosive Sentry, Mobile Sentry, Supercharged Sentry, they give you passive health regen automatically, so as soon as you activate the Sentry, your health will start to regenerate. Now the standard Sentry with no star cards does not do this, so you're always best to choose one of the Sentry star cards. I personally prefer the Mobile Sentry just because it lasts a lot longer. I feel like I can kill more enemies in the time, and obviously if you need that health regen as well. The Supercharged Sentry is also good for doing a lot of damage, but with the Supercharged Sentry it doesn't last very long when you fire on it and it runs out pretty damn quick. Next up I have a bonus star card. If you're not concerned about battle points, swap out Bounty Hunter for Resourceful. This card reduces cooldowns on all of your abilities, letting you use your Sentry, Impact Grenade and Personal Shield more frequently. Great for an aggressive ability focused playstyle. This build is incredibly flexible. Use the DC-15LE's explosive rounds to hold choke points, switch to the Mobile Sentry for close range suppression. With Survivalist you'll be able to take hits, fall back and recover faster than your enemies expect.
I'm sorry.
Let's start with the blasters. The officer has access to some surprisingly strong weapons that can absolutely melt enemies with the right strategy. Here's my top 3 picks. First up is the default blaster. or for me it'll be the 𝗃𝗁𝗃 depending on what faction you have selected. This blaster is seriously underrated. It has excellent accuracy, a fast rate of fire and solid damage output. What makes it stand out is its ease of use, great for both close and mid-range combat. It is perfect choice for players who want reliability and consistency in every match. It does 17 to 30 damage depending on the range. Its rate of fire is 350 rounds per minute. Its cooling power is high, it rarely overheats. Great for beginners and veterans alike. It doesn't punish you for missing shots and pairs well with aggressive or support builds. This is personally my favourite gun to use as the officer class. It is so consistent, so accurate, and if you've got a good trigger finger you can absolutely dominate with it. Now you might think because it's default it won't be any good, but trust me, it's amazing. Just give it a try and I'm sure you'll like it. Next is the S5, also known as the Naboo blaster. This one's got a slower rate of fire but packs a punch, especially if you're landing headshots. Its base damage is 28 to 40, depending on the range. Rate of fire is 180 rounds per minute. Now this kind of blaster would suit somebody that is incredibly accurate. It's more suited to mid to long range, I would say. Can do well in close range, but you're probably going to have a bit of a disadvantage with the slow rate of fire. But if you've got a good aim on you, then the S5 can be a beast. It can be pretty much unstoppable if you can hit them headshots. And yeah, I haven't really got much else to say about it because it's just really a one-trick pony in terms of its mid to long range and it's hard hitting. And last but not least is the 𝗂𝗵𝗆𝗄𝗆. This is a beast at close range and has one of the fastest fire rates among the officer blasters, especially if you put the rapid fire buff on it. It has a base damage of 15 to 25 per hit depending on the range. Its rate of fire is 515 rounds per minute. Its cooling power is medium, which is not as good as a 𝗃𝗁𝗃, but it's not bad. Recoil is low, it's very controllable, it's easy to use. This is your go-to for aggressive flanking or frontline support. Paired with the right star cards you can suppress enemies and control objectives with ease. Its higher rate of fire will help you control the battlefront. Not to mention that it's probably the most easy blaster to use on the officer class. Now let's talk star cards. These really shape your officer's playstyle and the right combo can make a huge difference. Let's start with Officer's Presence. This is one of the best support star cards in the game. This reduces the delay for nearby allies' health to regenerate by 40% if you have the epic card. Why is it good? It helps your team stay alive longer in heavy firefights, especially when defending control points or pushing objectives. It also gives you extra battle points, which is going to help you get those heroes, reinforcements and vehicles quicker. Next up we have Bounty Hunter. This card increases the battle points you earn. More points equals faster access to heroes and reinforcements. The effect is plus 20% to battle points at epic level. Why is it good? You'll be summoning reinforcements or playing as heroes more frequently, or using vehicles if you really like those, letting you impact a match much more. If you want to go on those high kill streaks with a hero, Bounty Hunter is going to help you do that. So basically, yeah, Bounty Hunter just does what it says on the tin. Just gives you that extra boost to battle points, which combined with Officer's Presence, yeah, you're getting even more battle points. So yeah, you're going to get battle points really fast with the Officer. I think it's actually the best class for getting battle points. Next up is Improved Battle Command. This one's simple but incredibly effective. It increases the radius and duration of your ability and buffs teammates. So the L1R1 ability that heals you and gives you the extra health, it basically allows the radius to be larger and the duration to be longer, and that just makes you have the most health out of any of the classes, including the heavy. Bonus star card is the Squad Shield. If you're playing Capital Supremacy, defending the ship phase, you can use the Squad Shield to just protect the objective and stop the enemy from destroying it. It's pretty much the best place to use it. I wouldn't really use it on the ground phase of Supremacy, it's not that useful. I'd swap this card out for the Bounty Hunter star card, but otherwise, yeah, I'll just stick with Bounty Hunter if you're not on the ship phase or not defending. It can be a game changer though. It can actually help clutch the game if your team is about to lose the objective, and if you've got 3 officers all putting the shields over the objective, yeah, you're pretty golden.
He doesn't like you.
Let's start with the best blasters. The Specialist class is all about precision, stealth and punishing enemies from unexpected angles. Here are some of the top weapons you need to master. First up is the A280 CFE. This weapon is incredibly versatile thanks to its burst fire mode and dual zoom capability. The damage is 40 per shot with 3-round burst, so for 812 there's 120 damage if you hit all 3. Zoom levels are between 3 and 6 times zoom with the mod. Fire rate is medium, it's burst fire, it's actually pretty quick to be honest. Mods to equip is obviously the burst fire, increased damage output, and dual zoom gives you flexibility at different ranges, and this gun's actually pretty good at long range. The 𝗂�58 CFE is perfect for players who like to switch between sniping and mid-range skirmishing. The burst fire shreds opponents, and with dual zoom you can adapt to any map or situation. The burst fire is actually really good for short, medium and long range. It can drop people so fast if you're accurate with it. It's just a really good gun in general, and it's my go-to sniper in the specialist class. Next we have the NT242, the hardest hitting sniper rifle in the game. Its base damage is 100, 150 for a headshot. Fire rate is slow, single shot. Mods to equip are improved cooling, lets you fire more shots before overheating, and disruptor shot. It temporarily disables vehicles and weakens enemy heroes and reinforcements. Now that description is a little bit vague. It doesn't disable vehicles. What it actually does is does a lot more damage to vehicles. It basically works as an ion shot, so it's really good at taking out tanks, speeders, AT-RTs, and if you're really accurate you can even take out starfighters. This is your one-shot kill rifle, perfect for picking off targets at long range or cracking open an enemy armour with disruptor shot. When well used, this weapon is terrifying on large maps like Hoth or Geonosis. Now this sniper can one-shot kill assaults, officers and other specialists if you hit them in the head in one shot. It will not one-shot kill a heavy even if you hit them in the head, they have too much health, and it will not one-shot kill an officer that is buffed by officer's presence. But it is still a very powerful sniper rifle. It's a little bit less versatile than the 𝗂�58 CFE, you can't use it in so many different types of engagements, but at long range it's probably a lot better. Now let's talk star cards. These are what make or break your effectiveness as a specialist. Here's the loadout I recommend for most game modes. First up is Stealth. This card is crucial for survival. Stealth allows you to not be seen on the minimap when firing your weapon, and also allows you to do increased melee damage. This card is great for staying hidden, flanking and getting easy eliminations, perfect when paired using an aggressive build such as the 𝗂�58 CFE. Stealth will help keep you alive by not showing the enemy where you are on the minimap. That's going to help you have the edge in the battlefield, so they're not going to know where you are and you're a sniper. That's an absolutely perfect combo. Next up is Marksman. This one is made for snipers. Marksman reduces the heat on every headshot kill. So basically what this card does is that if you get a headshot, it resets the cooldown on your gun, so basically you have infinite shots as long as you're hitting headshots. It also reduces the heat build up on every kill, headshot kill. This has perfect synergy with the NT242 sniper. If you can aim well, you can go on long kill streaks without ever even overheating your rifle. Next up is the personal shield. The personal shield is a lifesaver, literally. Deploys a dome shield around you. Pop it in tight spots, defend an objective or give yourself time to reload. It's great for escaping or surviving that one extra shot. But keep in mind an enemy can still kill you while you're inside your shield. If an enemy gets close to you and puts their gun inside of your shield, they can still shoot you. Or if they melee attack you, they can still kill you. But the personal shield is absolutely incredible and it will keep you alive much longer than if you didn't have it. Here are 2 bonus star cards worth swapping in depending on your playstyle or the game mode. The first bonus star card is Expert Weapons Handling. Swap this in for Stealth if you're focused on sustained sniping. This increases your weapon cooling efficiency by 66%. With the NT242 or the 𝗂�58 CFE, this card lets you take more shots without overheating, especially useful when you're holding a long sightline or defending an area. It also allows you to go on longer kill streaks, especially with the 𝗂�58 CFE when you're up close, and it also helps you out with the NT242 because that has a pretty bad cooldown, so it helps fix the issues that gun has and make it a lot better. And if you've got an enemy that's like one shot until they're dead, but your gun's just overheated, that's so annoying. This will help prevent that kind of thing from happening. The second bonus star card is the Stinger Pistol. Swap this in for Marksman when facing heroes or reinforcements. Equip a Stinger Pistol that causes damage over time and stops enemy health regeneration. That's amazing against heroes. If you've got an enemy hero that's high health, medium health, or even low health, shoot them with a stinger pistol. They can't regen health, and now if they're getting peppered by the rest of your team, they're doomed. They can't do anything. They can't regen their health. And the stinger pistol actually does a little bit of damage over time as well. Not a lot, but it does do a little bit. Now, this card is a secret weapon against tanky opponents, like I just said. It chips away at their health and prevents them from healing. Excellent for softening up heroes before a teammate finishes the job, or even reinforcements. It's really good against them. It's useless against vehicles, doesn't do anything against vehicles. But yeah, reinforcements and heroes, that is an amazing card. If this loadout guide helped you, make sure to drop a like, it really supports the channel. And if you want more Battlefront 2 tips and class breakdowns, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss a thing. I also want to hear from you. What's your favourite specialist setup? What blasters and star cards do you like to use? Comment below and perhaps I'll try out your build, and your build might be in a future video. And don't forget to check out my other videos on star card guides and gameplay tips. They're packed with info to help you level up your play. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.